The Wehrmacht munitions intelligence briefing that reached General Fritz Fromm's armament headquarters in Berlin during March 1944 contained explosive ordnance statistics that seemed to defy every principle of precision munitions manufacturing and military ordnance capacity. The classified document claimed that American factories had produced over 20 million hand grenades since Pearl Harbor, suggesting production capabilities that violated fundamental assumptions about precision explosive construction and wartime munitions manufacturing limitations. This is ordnance propaganda designed to exaggerate Allied firepower capabilities, General Fromm declared to his munitions staff, studying reconnaissance photographs of American explosive plants that showed grenade production operations spanning entire industrial complexes. Hand grenades are precision explosive devices requiring careful individual assembly. No munitions industry possesses the manufacturing capacity to produce 20 million precision grenades. These Americans must be including training simulators and practice devices in their military ordnance statistics. These were experienced German munitions officers who understood explosive production through decades of precision engineering and systematic ordnance management that had created Europe's most sophisticated military explosives through systematic quality control and technological excellence. The concept of mass-produced grenades seemed to violate fundamental principles of munitions manufacturing that demanded individual attention over assembly speed. They could not fathom they were witnessing the greatest grenade production achievement in munitions history, or that American factories would demonstrate how democratic industrial organization could manufacture explosive ordnance at rates that would overwhelm German munitions excellence through unprecedented numerical superiority and continuous replacement capability that rendered individual explosive quality strategically irrelevant. If you want to discover more incredible stories of how American industrial supremacy revolutionized modern warfare, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. General Fritz Fromm stood within the Wehrmacht Explosive Ordnance Depot in Brandenburg, embodying German confidence in munitions superiority through innovative explosive design and systematic ordnance excellence. As commander of the replacement army and chief of armaments, Fromm represented German assumptions about munitions quality, triumphing over quantity through superior technology, individual explosive excellence, and professional ordnance standards that had established German munitions manufacturing discipline. German grenade production that Fromm understood included meticulous craftsmanship, individual attention to explosive specifications, and systematic quality control that created superior ordnance through careful engineering and performance optimization. German factories produced grenades like precision military instruments rather than mass-manufactured products, emphasizing technological excellence over production volume through artisanal manufacturing approaches that prioritized individual explosive perfection. The sophisticated explosive devices that German military employed included advanced stick grenades, innovative fragmentation devices, and specialized ordnance that represented pinnacle achievements in munitions engineering through systematic development and operational experience. German engineering had solved complex explosive challenges that produced grenades exceeding Allied ordnance through individual excellence and precision manufacturing. Intelligence analysis of Allied grenade production suggested enemy forces remained constrained by conventional munitions limitations, precision engineering requirements, and industrial bottlenecks that prevented massive ordnance expansion. German munitions planners calculated that Allied grenade production would require decades to match German technological capabilities while maintaining acceptable explosive performance standards through traditional manufacturing methods. Strategic doctrine that incorporated German munitions advantages assumed technological superiority would enable continued combat effectiveness through superior explosive performance and systematic crew training. democratic armies could allegedly never achieve rapid expansion and quantity-focused ordnance approaches while maintaining individual grenade excellence that characterized German munitions superiority through precision engineering and professional explosive development. Economic calculations performed by German munitions economists revealed Allied industrial capacity divided between civilian explosive production and limited military requirements, suggesting resource constraints that prevented total conversion to military grenade manufacturing. Explosive material allocation and skilled ordnance technicians appeared insufficient for massive grenade production programs requiring specialized engineering and precision manufacturing techniques. Cultural assumptions about American munitions industrial organization suggested inefficient production methods and profit-motivated rather than strategically focused approaches that would prevent systematic military ordnance manufacturing. German munitions ideology characterized democratic industry as wasteful and disorganized compared to German systematic efficiency and specialized explosive technological discipline that prioritized individual grenade quality. Combat statistics from German grenade operations seem to validate German assumptions about munitions effectiveness and technological advantages over Allied ordnance forces worldwide. German military units had achieved remarkable tactical success through superior grenade performance and systematic explosive training that appeared impossible for mass-produced enemy ordnance to match through quantity alone. Ordnance philosophy that German military forces emphasized included individual grenade excellence, explosive proficiency development, and systematic munitions. Experience accumulation that created elite combat units through rigorous selection and professional advancement. German forces prioritized quality over quantity in both grenades and personnel, reflecting confidence that superior individual performance would achieve victory through technological and explosive advantages. J. Edgar Hoover, director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation and coordinator of explosive security, walked through the sprawling DuPont munitions facilities observing revolutionary production techniques that would transform grenade manufacturing through industrial mass production methods adapted for military warfare. The Federal Security Coordinator was applying innovative production expertise to sophisticated explosive construction with systematic efficiency that would fundamentally challenge German assumptions about munitions manufacturing limitations. The hand grenade program that American industry developed represented complete departure from traditional explosive manufacturing that emphasized individual craftsmanship over systematic mass production for military operations. American grenade design prioritized blast reliability, fragmentation effectiveness, and assembly line production capability rather than technological sophistication alone, enabling manufacturing rates that completely exceeded German munitions, industrial calculations, and strategic planning assumptions. Assembly line techniques that DuPont employed included revolutionary chemical production methods, systematically adapted for complex grenade manufacturing, through organized workflow, standardized components, and continuous production that eliminated traditional munitions manufacturing bottlenecks. American industrial experience had created unprecedented manufacturing efficiency that surpassed specialized explosive production through civilian innovation applied to military ordnance engineering. Workforce mobilization supporting grenade production included revolutionary numbers of workers entering precision munitions while maintaining comprehensive training programs that created skilled personnel adequate for complex explosive assembly operations. Democratic educational systems produced abundant human resources through competitive instruction, merit-based advancement, and systematic munitions manufacturing skills development that exceeded traditional grenade production workforce limitations. Supply chain coordination across American grenade manufacturing included specialized explosive material delivery from multiple continental sources, metal casings from dedicated manufacturers, and thousands of ordnance components from hundreds of suppliers whose production was synchronized through systematic logistics management. Materials coordination exceeded German organizational capabilities through democratic industrial cooperation and competitive resource allocation that enabled unprecedented grenade production rates. Quality control procedures ensured grenade reliability through systematic testing protocols, continuous inspection processes, and rigorous explosive performance validation that maintained munitions effectiveness while enabling unprecedented mass production rates. American grenade manufacturing had achieved consistent quality through scientific methods rather than traditional individual craftsmanship, proving that systematic approaches could maintain ordnance standards while enabling mass production. Innovation acceleration continued throughout grenade development, as American engineers continuously improved explosive specifications while maintaining aggressive production schedules that traditional methods could never sustain. Competitive pressure encouraged rapid advancement that exceeded conventional munitions development cycles, while ensuring manufacturing compatibility and sustained production capability that traditional approaches could never achieve. Strategic planning that incorporated massive grenade deployment included comprehensive munitions, tactical doctrine development, and operational coordination that would maximize explosive effectiveness across global theaters. American military strategy integrated production advantages into comprehensive campaign planning that assumed virtually unlimited grenade availability and continuous ordnance supply capability. Manufacturing excellence that grenade production achieved included explosive reliability, fragmentation performance, and munitions effectiveness that exceeded traditional ordnance development while maintaining mass production compatibility. American industry had proven that systematic manufacturing could produce effective grenades without sacrificing performance, demonstrating democratic advantages in combining adequate technology with industrial abundance through competitive innovation. April 1944. German intelligence documentation of American grenade production revealed munitions statistics that challenged every fundamental assumption about explosive manufacturing and ordnance industrial possibility worldwide. American factories were producing over 800,000 hand grenades monthly, while maintaining simultaneous production across dozens of facilities that collectively exceeded total German munitions manufacturing capacity by incomprehensible margins that seemed mathematically impossible. Mathematical analysis that German munitions planners performed revealed American grenade production approaching 20 million total units since Pearl Harbor, while German explosive ordnance production struggled to maintain 2 million grenades across all munitions plants and facilities. Enemy industrial capabilities had achieved systematic abundance that completely violated traditional assumptions about precision, grenade manufacturing complexity, and specialized explosive engineering requirements. Statistical verification through multiple intelligence sources confirmed American grenade production that included standardized components, revolutionary assembly line manufacturing, and systematic quality control that enabled mathematically impossible production rates for explosive ordnance. Enemy manufacturing had achieved unprecedented efficiency that exceeded German munitions industrial organization through democratic competitive methods and civilian explosive expertise applied to military production. Photographic reconnaissance of American munitions facilities revealed production techniques that completely eliminated individual ordnance craftsmanship in favor of systematic manufacturing approaches directly adapted from civilian chemical industry methods for military applications. Democratic munitions industrial organization had achieved military production through competitive rather than centralized authoritarian methods, and systematic resource optimization. Economic calculations demonstrated American grenade expenditure that exceeded entire German munitions budgets, while simultaneously maintaining civilian explosive production and comprehensive international assistance programs. Democratic capitalism had achieved resource abundance that centralized command economy methods could never duplicate through systematic efficiency and competitive innovation in grenade manufacturing that rendered German economic assumptions obsolete. Supply chain analysis revealed American grenade manufacturing coordinated across continental distances with material flows that dramatically exceeded German logistical capabilities and organizational systems. Enemy industrial organization demonstrated systematic coordination that exceeded authoritarian central planning through competitive cooperation and democratic resource allocation methods in munitions production that achieved efficiency through civilian expertise. Technology assessment based on captured American grenades revealed manufacturing quality that maintained explosive effectiveness while being produced in quantities that German industry considered physically impossible without sacrificing performance specifications. Mass production had achieved consistent reliability through systematic scientific methods rather than individual attention and specialized approaches that characterized German grenade manufacturing philosophy. Performance analysis of recovered American explosives demonstrated that mass production had achieved blast reliability, fragmentation effectiveness, and munitions performance that proved adequate for warfare while being manufactured at impossible scales. Systematic engineering had proven effective in producing functional grenades through competitive innovation and scientific manufacturing approaches, rather than traditional ordnance craftsmanship. The statistical impossibility had become undeniable strategic reality that forced German acknowledgement of democratic advantages in munitions industrial organization that exceeded authoritarian alternatives through competitive efficiency and systematic abundance in grenade production that would fundamentally alter infantry warfare through explosive superiority rather than individual technological excellence. June 6, 1944. The Allied invasion of Normandy revealed devastating effectiveness of American grenade production, as over 500,000 hand grenades supported D-Day operations, while maintaining munitions reserves that exceeded German total ordnance inventory. The mathematical superiority of American manufacturing had translated into overwhelming explosive dominance that rendered German munitions philosophy strategically obsolete through systematic grenade abundance. Tactical deployment that American grenade abundance enabled included multiple infantry divisions operating simultaneously across European theaters while maintaining explosive capabilities that German forces could never counter, despite individual munitions superiority and ordnance training advantages. American production had eliminated traditional munitions constraints through systematic abundance and continuous grenade supply that exceeded conventional infantry warfare limitations. German military commanders discovered combat situations where capturing individual American munitions achieved minimal strategic impact because American grenade reserves exceeded German acquisition capabilities through numerical abundance. Mathematical relationships had shifted decisively toward Allied infantry forces through manufacturing capacity rather than individual combat effectiveness or ordnance excellence that had characterized traditional infantry warfare approaches. Combat statistics from sustained European operations documented German munitions shortages that could not support extended engagements, while Allied infantry units maintained explosive strength through continuous grenade production and systematic ordnance replacement programs. Munitions abundance had created tactical sustainability that exceeded German response possibilities and resource allocation capabilities through democratic ordnance organization. Intelligence analysis by German munitions commands revealed American production capabilities that dramatically exceeded strategic planning assumptions, while demonstrating explosive organization that surpassed authoritarian efficiency through democratic, competitive methods. Enemy capabilities had achieved systematic advantages that traditional military munitions could not anticipate or counter effectively through conventional ordnance conservation tactics. Psychological impact on German infantry personnel included recognition that individual combat excellence could not influence strategic outcomes when facing opponents with unlimited grenade capabilities and continuous munitions reinforcement. Tactical explosive effectiveness had become strategically meaningless against American production abundance and systematic grenade deployment that exceeded traditional infantry warfare mathematics. Operational advantages that American grenade production provided included munitions availability, ordnance replacement, and sustained explosive capability that maintained infantry effectiveness under extended campaigns across multiple theaters. Systematic munitions operations exceeded German capabilities despite ordnance conservation advantages and theoretically superior munitions coordination. Explosive capabilities that grenade abundance enabled included sustained infantry operations, continuous combat support, and munitions flexibility that German forces could never counter through individual ordnance excellence. American production had created operational sustainability that exceeded traditional explosive limitations through systematic abundance and munitions adequacy. The Normandy grenade barrage demonstrated American munitions production had fundamentally altered infantry warfare mathematics through explosive capabilities that rendered traditional ordnance conservation obsolete when facing systematic abundance combined with adequate performance and continuous grenade supply capability. May 8, 1945. As Nazi Germany surrendered unconditionally following complete Allied munitions superiority, the final accounting of American grenade production revealed numbers that had redefined infantry warfare. Over 20 million hand grenades manufactured through revolutionary assembly line methods that averaged 60,000 completed explosives daily at peak production, creating munitions capabilities that had overwhelmed German ordnance conservation through unprecedented systematic abundance. Strategic validation that American grenade production provided confirmed industrial mobilization as the decisive factor in modern infantry warfare, while demonstrating democratic advantages in manufacturing organization, resource allocation, and technological application that exceeded totalitarian alternatives through competitive innovation and systematic efficiency optimization. Democratic munitions industrial organization had proven superior to authoritarian approaches through mathematical evidence that could not be disputed. General Fromm's post-war acknowledgement included recognition that German munitions precision had been strategically defeated by American production capabilities that exceeded every calculation of democratic industrial potential and grenade manufacturing capacity. Mass production manufacturing had rendered individual explosive excellence strategically irrelevant through overwhelming ordnance superiority and coordinated munitions deployment that exceeded traditional military explosive approaches. Economic efficiency that American grenade production achieved included dramatic cost reduction through volume manufacturing while maintaining explosive effectiveness that exceeded traditional munitions development methods. Competitive capitalism had proven systematically superior to command economy organization for sustained grenade production and technological advancement across global operations through democratic resource allocation and competitive innovation processes. International cooperation through American grenade deployment included comprehensive munitions transfers to Allied forces that enhanced collective infantry capabilities, while demonstrating American production capacity far beyond domestic requirements. Democratic values had created sustainable assistance through systematic ordnance sharing and strategic generosity programs that exceeded traditional military alliance approaches through competitive manufacturing. Technological legacy of American grenade production influenced post-war munitions industry through revolutionary manufacturing techniques, systematic explosive principles, and scientific quality control methods that transformed global ordnance production standards. Scientific advancement had created lasting advantages through systematic research and competitive innovation processes that exceeded traditional munitions approaches through civilian chemical expertise applied to military production. Supply systems that grenade abundance enabled included accelerated munitions programs, adequate explosive availability for training, and systematic ordnance development that created munitions resources sufficient for expanded military capabilities. American military education had produced explosive personnel through competitive instruction and merit-based advancement that exceeded traditional conservation development approaches. Manufacturing innovation that enabled American grenade success demonstrated democratic society's ability to coordinate massive munitions resources through systematic planning and competitive efficiency rather than authoritarian control. Democratic systems had produced explosive capabilities that exceeded totalitarian alternatives through systematic coordination, competitive innovation, and merit-based operational advancement that proved democratic advantages. The munitions triumph had proven that democratic industrial organization could achieve systematic advantages over traditional ordnance conservation through competitive innovation, systematic manufacturing, and abundant production that totalitarian munitions systems could never match through centralized control, individual craftsmanship, or authoritarian resource allocation alone in grenade manufacturing and infantry warfare. If this incredible story of how American assembly line grenade production overwhelmed German munitions conservation through systematic abundance amazed you, make sure to subscribe for more tales of democratic ordnance triumph.